generic kids laughing signals the beginning of the 20th year of Diddy Kong Racing. So many kids were made happy with this on Christmas 20 years ago, the year I was born. And you were you one of them? Did you get this for that Christmas?
I think I did.
Wow. You were one of the originals. Well, today we are going to be bringing it back 20 years later to finish off our Christmas races. I'm going in with a score of 3. Yumi has 1. She's got to win all 4 races to do this. But she is better at this game than me, so it's looking good for her. She's in good standing. But if I win 1, it's all over. But we're going to keep going and doing it anyway. So first of all, I like Diddy probably because he's well-rounded, just like Luigi is.
Yeah, there are a few well-rounded characters. I believe Timber and Conker and Diddy are all on the same. Probably Bumper too.
Yeah.
Then you've got the heavy characters, Banjo and Crunch, and then the lightweight characters, Pipsy and Tip Top.
Which are like, they're a bit easier to steer and stuff, but they don't go quite as fast.
You can see by the character roster that we have not actually completed this game because it's very hard.
This game is very, very hard actually.
But I do want to do that someday, if I can just force myself to get all of Greenwood Village's silver coins.
Okay, calm down. And we're back, you guys. No. Anyway, pick your characters, and let us pick... Are you gonna pick Conker?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, and let us pick the Christmassy tracks. Now, so we're gonna do Everfrost Peak, Walrus Cove, Snowball Valley, and Frosty Village.
Because that's all Snowflake Mountain, all the Christmas ones.
Yeah, and we actually noticed in one of the songs, I'm gonna get to it.
It's not here though.
Let's do planes for this one, because hovercrafts, why?
Well, you could go in the water, but it won't be hover versus plane. Hover versus hover.
Okay, calm down, Yumi. That was a commercial joke. Anyway,
Promotional video.
I'm not very good at this game at all, but I'm gonna try to stand a chance. You want to be holding the drift button a lot with planes. I forgot about that until just now. We practiced once with cars before this episode started, but it's not looking too good for me starting off. A little tip, I do believe if you let go of the gas when you use your speed, you'll actually go faster.
Yeah, if you go through the speed and don't press anything, it actually goes faster. And I don't know exactly why that is.
Because they felt like it. Be sure to keep on collecting bananas if you want to. Because I expect survival against your rival. I don't know why. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm gonna be a racing master. Making 90s references all over the board. That album was life-changing, okay?
Yeah.
And so was this game.
We are 90s kids, okay?
We are 90s kids at heart, mostly because people would call me like not a real 90s kid because I was born in 97.
And I was technically born on the very last year of the 80s, but...
Yeah, so...
Oh, well.
That kind of is what makes a true 90s kid, is being born in the 80s, the end of that era.
Well, it's just a baby, but anyway.
80s, baby. So anyway, but I don't know, there was just... The 90s were just a great time. I know everybody says that, but all the best movies, games, and music came out in the 90s.
Yeah.
Well, maybe music was like the 2000s for me, in the early 2010s. Then it went whack. But to me, like, there was a lot of good music all that time. But, oh, Yumi, you better hurry because I'm ahead right now.
Yeah, I'm losing.
If I finish the race, you can only hope to tie this. I think, because I need, wait. So, no, wait. If I finish... No, then you could tie, couldn't you? Oh, snap! You just shot me down with a homing beam. But it's on over! Loop-de-loop! That's crazy.
Oh, man.
I was not expecting to win. I wasn't.
I wasn't either, but the thing is, you were getting all those bananas, and I wasn't.
Yeah, that's the trick. You gotta get the bananas.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna keep on going. We're gonna keep on going. Right now the score is 4-1. She could still come back and make it 4-4. If she keeps going.
And then we'd have to do a tiebreaker.
Yes, there is still hope for Yumj. But if I win one more race, it just goes to fun.
It goes to
right
fun.
now.
The loop-de-loop, though, that was
snap.
What got all of us excited as kids.
Okay, so grab your cars, and let's get rolling on this loop-de-loop thing. Is this the one?
Yes.
We did not notice until just this year.
No, wait, maybe that's Frosty Village.
No, I think it's this one. I think it is.
Yeah, I guess it is, yeah.
We did not notice that this part, right here, that part in the music, that was actually a reference to Here Comes Santa Claus. Santa Claus Lane. You know, here comes Santa Claus. It's like, I recognized it when I started hearing it on a Christmas playlist.
It's like the next verse.
It's the next one?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
yeah.
So
It's very similar.
it's very it doesn't sound quite like it. It's very similar. No, I think it is a reference, and there are a couple other references too. I've always believed Jangle Bells from DKC3
Yes.
was the beginning is kind of like Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You, and then the middle is very reminiscent of Jingle Bell Rock.
Yeah, rocking around the Christmas tree.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. All those rockin' Christmas songs, you know.
Yeah. Rare was like inspired by a lot of like classics and kids songs.
Okay, David Wise, best composer ever, but if you look into the comments on the Donkey Kong Country 2's OST, you will be a little bit disappointed because there are so many references to so many things that some of the songs are not quite original. There was this Antarctic theme that In a Snowbound Land was taken off of, and it was very close. But it's really interesting to me. Anyway, Yooms, get your race on.
I can't. You've been taking all the bananas right in front of me.
That's the key, really. I mean, and what did I mention? It. I mentioned before the episode started that if you drift for too long in this, you can actually spin out.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful not to do that. It was like, let's see, I almost did it there. Anyway, so music, good times, Christmas memories, but there have been some Christmas memories that weren't so good. And that is my segue. If I win this race, can you just like, oh my goodness, I'm going right on the edge here. Okay, no, I'm back on the road. I'm back on the road. Except now I'm bouncing around the Christmas tree.
No.
Have a happy stinking holiday.
I wish.
And sticking still. That was so close.
That magnet does not work.
Oh.
And he dropped his controller. Goodbye.
Controller. Well.
That magnet, though, I used it, but those don't work for some reason, but it's supposed to drag me right to you.
You mean a little bit perturbed.
A little bit.
So, hey there guys and welcome back. Really quick in the middle of this episode. We took out the old tale that we were debating about telling because guess what? It was too awkward, just like we thought.
Yeah, we thought we could tell it, but
Then we didn't. I mean, we did, but it failed.
It just couldn't come out because
We died because it was so awkward.
Yeah, due to second opinions.
Yes.
We just were like, okay,
Anyway,
we're not going to do that.
Right now it's January, and we're going to tell you another tale that also happened around this time, around Christmas time. What day was this? Do you remember? It was like,
it was like
17th.
about
17th.
Yeah, 2 weeks
remember.
before Christmas.
Yeah, so it was the 17th, and Yumi, why don't you tell them what happened on December 17th, 2017?
Well, you see, our church was going to do a Christmas caroling kind of thing. And we had actually done that before, and it was pretty good.
If you've never gone Christmas caroling before, it's cold.
Yeah, it's usually cold.
Very cold.
That's the kind of downside. And we were going to be kind of busy that day.
So we were going to go shopping.
Yeah, well, at least I was and our mom and dad were. And so we...
Everybody but me.
we kind of bowed out and we said...
They're like, are you coming? And we're like, no!
Yeah,
No, thank you.
not this time, because...
No, thank you.
Yeah, no thanks. And so we're probably gonna do other things and go shopping and stuff, so they're like, oh, okay. And so then that's what we did. We came home after a bit, eating lunch and stuff. We got out and drove around to a small town next to our small town. And
no, just really quickly here. They left me at home. They're like, we're gonna just drive like 15 minutes away, get something, and then come back. So I'm like thinking 45 minutes at the most. But like, it was like 2 hours. And the roads were like a little bit dicey, and I'm just sitting here thinking, he died. Yep.
So, poor Flash was at home worrying about us. In the meantime, we were having a pretty good time going around and picked up a couple extra stuff that we needed and a present for our grandmother and so.
Oh yeah, all that good stuff. So anyway, you came home.
Yeah.
And we got back and we were all chilling like a villain until something happened.
Yeah, it was kind of cold, so I wrapped up in my Snuggie.
What's this pink?
Yeah, it's pink. It was given to me, but it's not like I'm...
It was given to me.
It's not like I'm against pink, though,
Yeah.
but normally I'm a light blue kind of person. Anyway, Yeah, I was in front of my computer, and my room, right outside my window is the driveway.
Yep.
So I can just see anybody that comes in if
Which
I'm
is
paying
also on
attention.
a street corner, so it's kind of noisy sometimes.
Yeah, if I'm paying attention. But this time I was not paying attention. I was typing. And so, well, I was typing stuff that was really cool, kind of, on my computer. Then I started hearing kind of people talking. And sometimes...
What you do?
Sometimes you get a couple of rowdy teenagers or people walking by talking and laughing to each other, and then they go on their way, and you're just like, okay. But then it didn't stop, really. And then there was a car door, and it...
No, like, when you usually, when you're sitting in this room, a car door sounds like it sounded like you'll hear it like far away across the street or something. This one was like...
This one sounded close, and I'm thinking, okay, I better check. So I got up with my Snuggie on, and that makes it awkward because it's like a big long robe in front of me.
It's a big long pig. At least you didn't have a leopard one. But anyway, what happened?
So then I go, and I was just thinking about closing my window shades before, my blinds, because it was dark and there was no reason to have them open anymore, but I sometimes just leave them for a while. And so I was thinking about doing that before, and I should have, because they were still open. And so I got up to go check, and my room light is on and it's dark out there, so I can't see very well out there.
But everybody can see perfectly what
But
you're
yeah,
doing.
they can see perfectly. And then I'm standing at the window kind of looking out, seeing what in the world, and then it does look like somebody's there, and there's this big van, and then I realize our church has a big van, and then I start recognizing that the pastor and some people from our church are coming out, and they had stopped at our house to carol. And so it looked really awkward because they could see me, and as soon as I realized who it was, because it had taken me long enough, I just reach up and close the window shade shut.
It's got one of those like turn blinds, so she was like turning it really, really fast, and it was like...
So then I hear them laughing out loud, and I'm like, oh man, why did I do that? Because to them it just looked like I want to see who was there, and I freaked out and closed the window.
Then what did they say?
I forget if it was outside or like at the door, but one of our neighbors, who is also going to our church and everything, was saying, if you close the door or if you turn the lights off, we're still gonna come in or something, and I'm just like,
It looked to them like we were trying to pretend we weren't home because she was like shutting things down.
I shut the blinds and turned off the light, and it looked like we're not home. But that's not what I was trying to do. I was just like trying to go greet them and tell everybody they're there, and I didn't want my shades
But the last
open.
thing they saw was just your surprised gaping mouth. Like,
So then I run out,
so good.
and I tell everyone, they're here, the killers, you know. And so then I hear knocking at the door, and then I'm like, so I'd already slipped out of my Snuggie at that point. And and then I went out and opened the door, and then they were like all laughing, like, oh, you were trying to, pretend like you weren't there, and I tried to explain, no, I was just closing my shade because I was thinking about doing it anyway, and then you guys came.
Yeah,
But it still was very awkward.
So I was in my room all this time.
Yeah.
And I was like not expecting anybody at this point. And then I heard like lots of voices, and I was kind of guessing what was happening. I recognized the voices, and I was like, uh-oh. So I opened my door. My door is in like this kind of little short hallway thing, intersection of doors. And like everybody's standing there. So I just opened the door, and I'm like right in the midst of like a whole circle of like 10 people. I'm just like, hello. This is awkward. And so then they were all like, let's carol!
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
So they had all their books, and they gathered right there in our living room, and they sang heartwarming carols and hymns to us. Along with us. Silent Night, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, we sang Silent Night. We sang We Wish You a Merry Christmas. And there was Good Christian Men Rejoice.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So Good Christian Men Rejoice, Silent Night, and We Wish You a Merry Christmas. And then they were all like, okay, bye, thanks.
And I think Dad had to move the vacuum out of the way. Everything
We were not ready.
was kind of, all around, and we were testing out a TV to hook up with a Kindle to show in our
Looked like
Sunday
we had
school.
just stolen it.
No, it's ours, but anyway.
I know, but it just looked really weird. Anyway,
Everything
so
was weird.
yeah, it was really It was really, really awkward, especially since we told them that we were going to be busy, and then we were like chilling in Snuggie.
Well, we were busy doing introvert busy
yeah,
stuff.
like anyway, so never do that at all.
So that's our awkward Christmas tale.
So back to the racing episode. Thank you guys for watching. We're gonna select the next track. That wasn't so bad, was it?
No. We've been waiting a long time.
We wrote that down like 2 years. I tried to tell it once and it didn't go well. I mentioned some of the very awkward details.
During the fiery
Okay,
furnace in Donkey Kong Country 2.
Oh yeah. That was the cutout part of it.
Yeah.
I told a lot of tales in that cutout part that we're still waiting to tell, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
Oh, I bounced on top of a bombada.
Bombana.
That's
even better than bandana.
Bombada. That's not like a Jamaican minion.
Oh man.
Ah! What?
You're supposed to use the shield through there. I just not remember even though it was passed, but that will protect you from the snowballs with big googly
Okay, thanks
eyes.
for telling me after I get like my spine broken.
I was telling you, I just remembered that then.
Okay.
But I didn't need it at the time because I was already past them.
So, last episode we asked what was your favorite Christmas memory, what was your favorite Christmas song? How about this? What's your favorite Christmas food?
Oh boy,
It's hard to think of it when it comes up to it.
I don't know because I like different categories of food.
Like savory
different
and
things.
sweet and
Yeah.
and filling. You gotta get that
And
filling
you can't
category.
just have all of one thing. It's
No,
just
because
gotta-
like if you ate turkey fruitcake, that didn't make any sense. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my
That's an
goodness.
episode name, but the episode name is gonna be Pizza Under the Tree. Anyway.
With turkey fruit cake.
Anyway, so my favorite, I like cranberry sauce. I like, oh snap, you
So
won.
now on this track that I didn't expect to do good on, I got first. Okay.
So, now, my favorite Christmas food. What about those raspberry pretzels?
Raspberry pretzels.
I didn't think they'd be good. You look at them and they look like terrible. But then, you ate them. And they good.
You really like those. They were raspberry yogurt pretzels, right?
Oh, snap. They were the bee's knees.
Now, do you want to go car or plane on this?
I'm gonna play.
Okay.
But you lost in playing, so it's your... Oh, you got, like, all these KMEs. That's Yumi's initials there. They're all, like, all her records.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. This Christmas song is probably one of the best.
This is really good. I still like Walrus Cove is the best, but this is the second best to me.
Because you're just happy with it.
Oh,
You
man.
want to shoot your friends with missiles.
Have a good old time.
That turn was not well marked. Ah! Well, that did not hurt me much.
But it made you lose your bandana to me.
No! Not! Whoa, I hate this foggy place.
Yeah, this is hard.
This is
If
hard.
only we had Rudolph to guide us.
Oh my goodness. Hey, every Christmas, I get a big red pimple right on the end of my
Oh
nose,
my
and I've
goodness.
begun calling it my Rudolph pimple. It might come from like Thanksgiving sweets, because it always comes around Christmas. Some toxin is trying to work itself out of my body and it drives me nuts. But I have it again this year, and pretty soon I'm going to be known as Rudolph, or Flash Flare, the Red Nose Let's Player.
I had a very big red nose.
I'm so sorry. It's terrible. No acne treatments will work on me.
Yeah.
Comment below if you. Yeah, I don't know. Oh my goodness, I feel so good. There's so
Okay.
many Christmas memories.
I know. And this is actually a year where you're gonna walk away champion, but it's still a good Christmas.
We could do one more after this if you wanted tiebreaker. If you actually win this.
I've got something nice waiting for you if you come.
That was a good shot. That was a honorable mention shot. I've always hated honorable mention because it's supposed to make you feel good, but it still makes you feel bad.
Yeah.
It's like they're just trying to make you feel good and you know it.
This power-up here is one of the only power-ups that you want to try to avoid the third power-up for, because the
Yeah,
second's actually
what?
better.
The homing missile and then you get 10. I think in the DS version they changed it.
Yeah, they changed it to 1 missile, then 5 missiles for
Instead
middle,
of
and then
10.
homing is the final.
And that was a lot better.
But even if you get 10 missiles for the last one, they don't home, so it's not as useful.
10 homing missiles would be far too brutal though.
Yeah, but still,
But
they thought
if you're a
10
good shot, I mean 10 missiles would be great. but
Yeah.
if you're a bad shot like me, it doesn't help much.
I like it when they're far away and
That was a good shot.
and then you
too.
can home on them. But
So,
it looks like Flash won't get any help.
if
from
you
that.
just saved that losing race till last, we could have had a lot more of an interesting episode.
I'm
But if you
sorry.
want to tie it up, let's do one last Christmas race. What do you say, Yoonj?
Okay,
For the win, let's do this.
because we're tied up in Diddy Kong Racing right now.
Yes. So,
Yes.
so select the track.
Now, what is it going to be, though? Because all the rest of them aren't Christmas.
Oh, we don't even have some of those unlocked.
Those are like Trophy Race and the mini game. We could do the mini game. I think I might have it on Dino Domain.
Oh, like which
yeah,
one's in
the
it?
Trophy Races are those. That's all of them.
Okay.
And
Oh,
then-
so Fire Mountain minigame, or
Yeah, Fire Mountain's the only one I have, but you have to go and get the most eggs in your
that
nest.
wouldn't be very Christmassy. I've always hated that one. Let's do let's do a good old. You know what? Let's kick it old school. Let's do Ancient Lake,
Okay.
and just to be fun. Do you want to do it, hovercraft?
Both in hovers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go. We hope you guys have had a very Merry Christmas when you're watching. I don't know when you're watching this, but I'm terrible at this. But we hope. I don't know when this is going to be uploaded.
I think it'll be uploaded the day before Christmas Eve, so Christmas Eve.
Oh, okay. So 23rd. What is going
If
wrong
everything
with me?
goes well.
What is wrong with
It
me?
could be afterwards if things don't go well.
Yeah, if we just get in a fight and like our family just goes through problems.
No,
I don't know.
if it would be more editing troubles or something.
Oh, but
or
see, you can use the
schedule.
water as a shortcut.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't know why I was avoiding that. I'm like,
It makes you go slow, man. So anyway, I shouldn't have told you that.
yeah, but too late.
The hovercrafts are terrible.
They are hard to control. I've always not liked the hovercraft, but then in water levels from Sherbert Island, I think, you have no choice. Oh, come on.
Oh,
I was
what?
just kind of going with the music there half-heartedly.
Okay. Yeah, but you gotta go wholeheartedly with the music. You gotta let the music infiltrate your
That's getting a little weird. Okay.
sorry. Infiltration, is it? I was like, I wanted to make a song and its name was gonna be Operation Infiltration. Oh,
man.
snap. That would be a good song from Punk Rock.
Oh, no.
No! 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 No!
Okay. You are the champion.
We are the champions, my friends. Da, da, da. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. Da, 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 da. We are the champions. We are the champions. I'm sorry. So, thank you guys so much for watching this Christmas race and for listening to our Christmas tales. I gotta go.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys. We will see you guys. I'm not gonna kick Yumi out for 2018. We're gonna keep her for one more year.
Oh boy.
Happy Merry Christmas. Happy
you.
New Year. We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.